Parker High Vibration Foundation. Still trying to wake up today. I don't know why, but it's just not. It's just not coming up. I feel like it's 1:30, and I feel like I could just go back to bed. However, there are things to do, people to see, places to go, all those sorts of things. More so, I'm almost out of groceries, and I have to go out in 100 and whatever degrees and forage for food. Well, I don't have to, but I have people to see, so it is what it is. Thank you very much for joining me, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. You're watching Glenn TV. Thank you very much for joining me. So right now, I was inspired to kind of show you my little program that I do. Hey, I want to show you my pretty shirt, you know? And it's kind of cool. It has these little... These are plastic buttons, and I've washed it. Oh, it's a heart, you know? That'd be crazy talk. That's the first time I've noticed that. I've never seen the whole pattern. There's a little heart on it. Well then, learn something new every day about your clothing. I shop at thrift shops. I stopped by the mall the other day and I looked through clothes and I'm like, $20. And that was the clearance rack. I'm a cheap bastard. And I'm like, I'm used to swap meets, and I used to buy storage units. I used to get like 5,000 articles of clothes and sort through them. And if there was something in there that I wanted that I didn't give, like children's clothes, I'd give to the Goodwill and these other types of things. I sifted down for things to eBay, things to take to New York City, to take to some of the antique places to have evaluated, including Sotheby's, and you know, things like that. So I'm used to getting things rather cheap, and I go to Savers and Goodwill, and this was like $5 at Savers or something like that, and it didn't even seem like it was ever worn, but it has a cool pattern on it. Anyway, on with the show. So I wanted to show you a little bit of my nutritional regimen. You can kind of get a little bit of an idea here going on. All kinds of things. So we have vitamin C. This is not an ascorbate. This is a fermented vitamin C. This is a living vitamin C concentrate. This is badass stuff. The research studies on this said that this can stay up into your body up to a week. So it's bioavailable and it is hearty. This is the glutathione supplement that I've been talking about, that by the same company, rather badass as well. They also make probiotics, bulk probiotics. Now, what I do for the shake that I make, I add their Genesis complex, which is really, really good. It's sweet too. I'm gonna make cookies out of that bad boy. I add some of that. Sometimes I add a little bit of this, and just a little bit. It's synthetic. It tastes nasty. It tastes like fish, is what it tastes like. Seriously. And some organic hemp protein, and I add some vitamin C, some probiotics, some of the Genesis, and several scoops of the whey protein, and I put it into a blank container and I shake the crap out of it for a while, like so. This one's already pre-done. And then you have like your own little mix. There you go. You can see that. And it's all mixed up, and I can always add a little bit of something else, like if I want a little pow of vitamin C, I can just add a scoop of vitamin C to the pre-done mix. So now instead of just carbohydrates from the Genesis and having vitamin C and a little hemp protein with a lot of fiber, because hemp protein has tons of fiber in it, I have extra protein, and I add sometimes a little bit of this, since it's an antiviral and it's an all-around spectrum for cancer, all kinds of crazy stuff, and you can see that. Add a little bit of that, and this is supposed to be good for male sex drive, and it is kind of good for male sex drive, but in small doses during the day. My buddy Daniel Scranton was taking this and recommended it to me. It's good for muscle mass, because he's a toned little thing, you know, he's an adorable little thing. If I was gay, I totally would crush on Daniel Scranton, but he was saying that he was taking this. We had talked a couple times, and he lives off avocados and like raw foods, and then this takes a lot of this during the day. So I tried that out, and it was really good. Thanks, Daniel. And so I put a little bit in there, and maybe like a teaspoon or something, and I layer it between the different layers. So when I shake it, it's more evenly distributed. And I have some of this in my go bag that when I leave, in like a big bottle, so if I need some, it dissolves very well in water. Everything in that is fairly well water soluble, except for this. This is the stainy type of thing. That's like a curry powder, basically. You know, and curry stains like hell. So I just put a little tiny bit of that in there. My other regiment, there's a little bit more than that. I was taking some vitamins. I'm not really taking them as much anymore. I take the glutathione powder and I put it in these little containers. And these are little go containers. So now I can put this in my pocket, take it with me, and this is my dose for later today. So I know when I'm on the road, I have some during the day. So I'm used to being home and maintenancing myself. And I also take like Dr. Schultz formula number 1, which is powerful voodoo. And that actually is like a colon cleanser, and it has, you know, it literally just, you have to, if you don't use the bathroom regularly, you will have to use that. And then this, I think I have it backward. This is formula number 1 for activated charcoal and the bentonite. Yeah, that's great for detoxing. Like if you do a coffee flush or something, or you're on a detox diet, this bad boy will go through your colon and suck out all the bad boys, old medications, anything and everything. Activated charcoal and bentonite primary ingredients, the pre-ounce, some other stuff. Very bad, all organic. The other items that are in there are pharmaceutical grade, like the bentonite and the activated charcoal. And this is the one that will make you use the bathroom. And this is powerful voodoo. I usually only take one after like a meal, and I don't take it every day. I take it, you know, every once in a while just as a maintenance. And lastly, also by Dr. Schultz, and I've taken so much of this tea because it is really badass, is the detox tea. Awesome stuff. Tastes great. You could have it just as a general tea. Organic and Wild Harvest, as you're reading on the package. He's been doing this in '79. He's in Plaza del Rey in California, which is near like LAX and Santa Monica and those types of things. If you're in the California area, you can go to his office directly and pick things up. And I always have some like on tap. That's like a second generation. It looks like lager. It's powerful stuff. I wish you could smell that. That just smells so awesome. And it's great if you're into potpourri. It's not sweet or frothy smelling, but if you want to liven up the house a little bit, you just boil a little bit of that to make yourself some tea, and then turn on the fan and let it disperse around the house, and that is awesome. It's aromatic, and it just opens up the palate and cleanses things out. So that's basically what I wanted to share. I like kind of give you what I live off of almost. You know, I still eat some meats and whatnot, but I'm starting to notice that as I'm introducing more carbohydrates to the genesis, that I can exercise more, I have better strength, and not necessarily clarity, but a lot more ability to exercise. I tell you what, my arm is now getting tired at the 9-minute marker, so it's because I'm holding it in the same position over and over again. Now, that is, at this point in time in my program, I have some other vitamins and stuff that I used to take, and if you're not, I've had people comment that I look younger. Damn, I do look younger. Yo! I would say that is because of the new program and the detoxing that I've done historically, but this new program, you put glutathione in your system, because when you do a coffee flush, the whole reason you do a coffee flush is for the glutathione acceleration, but you can get that in bottle form now. This is all the glutathione precursors in a bottle. Unnatured whey protein, immunogens, lactoferrin, all kinds of good stuff in there. Makes your body happy, and it really does soften the heck out of your skin. Now I moisturize as well. I moisturize. And I actually shaved today, yay, for the first time in a while. And they have a badass recipe to make cookies out of the Genesis. And they have like a smoothie thing. I do something like the smoothie thing. Mine's a little bit modified. I put some kefir in there. Oh, yeah, and I put organic kefir in there. More for probiotics and you get some calcium, and my body just seems to like dairy products. Unfortunately, it really likes cheese, and I haven't weighed myself, but I did gain a little bit of weight from my little cheese fest, and I'm now like having one piece of cheese a day instead of a whole package. That's all the reports worth having from Glenn TV right now. Just like wanted to go over some of this stuff. These are my favorite products now in the whole universe. Now, this is before I found the glutathione supplement from Lifestar. This is also rather badass, but this is also extremely synthetic. But this is redox signaling molecules, which is an aspect of your immune system. And it also has a byproduct of making glutathione. Fantastic anti-inflammatory, let me tell you. That's just a personal recommendation. You know, not a doctor, these are not medical recommendations. This is just stuff I've used. It's salty as hell. It's water, like medicinal water from whatever area. I think it's like Salt Lake City area that they manufacture this. It's somewhere in Utah last time I checked. And because it is a network marketing company, I just buy it off of eBay. I don't have anything to do with the network marketing aspect of any. I haven't found one that's integral in the monetary structure. And I use this like if I feel a cold coming on or whatnot, or sometimes I put drops of it in my eye, like if I have a lot of inflammation, and I still don't need glasses. And I'm a one-eyed 48-year-old man, so that has to tell you something. And no, my skin doesn't look like I'm 48. And forget the moisturizing thing. It really is the glutathione and detoxing is why my skin is so clear. When you clean out the liver and put in what needs to be done, the detox teas and whatnot, that really does help suck out a lot of the toxins, let me tell you. So if you have some detox tea, or you just go to herbdoc.com, herbdoc.com, and look up some of his programs. If you go through the programs, he has detoxing kits that you can buy that have the teas and other tinctures that go with it to clean out the body. And I highly recommend doing that like once a quarter. Pick like an organ. I'm going to do the liver this time. I'm going to do the kidneys this time. I'm going to do the bowels this time. You should start with the bowels and work your way around. And then like every year you've gone through like bowel, kidney, liver, and then bowel again. And just keep rotating around and around and around. When I say every quarter, I mean like every 3 months. Take the time to take a weekend and be good to your body, and you'll have very nice skin and a lot more energy. And I think unless you get hit by a bus or something, you'll live a lot longer. So at least you have much better quality of life. I no longer take any medications. I was taking medications since like age 26 or 27. Beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, things for blood pressure and all that. And no more of that. Like it's been over 2 years since I've had to take any of that. And that's all the news fit to print. Thank you very much for joining me. Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. You are watching Glenn TV. I am feeling a lot more awake now. Thank you for talking to me. I can't tell you how much I like doing videos. Glenn likes talking. You probably figure that out if you watch this video or any of my other videos. And for all of you that have been watching since pretty much the beginning, much love to you. Any of you watching at this point in time, much love to you as well. But the ones that have been around for a long time get not much more love, but they get a special little kiss for all of you. And you know who you are. I've spoken to many of you who have watched since the beginning, and I do thank you. And I think at this point in time, it's 753 subscribers. 853 subscribers. Brain is still, it's in there, but it's not working quite 100% yet. So again, coaching, life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats. Boys and girls, don't forget retreats. Highly, highly, highly needed to go and spend time with like-minded people like Fun Glenn and have him rub off on you and have your world change around you once you get back into your normal universe, because you are a changed person in every moment. Down below in the description, there are tons of things going on. I would say follow your heart and find a link. Don't find it with your brain, find it with your heart, and follow the one that makes you feel like a little kid again, and just push the button and start reading and see what that's all about. And if you do like this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. Dun, dun, dun.